Hey YouTube. Um, Today I had an interesting moment with a superior, um, a person in management who I'll do my best to not name them because sometimes it'll just slip out. But my immediate boss and her boss, who is the superior manager there, um, they've they've had their battles and things like that, which you know that happens because sometimes one may want to come in and try to run everything, but what they're trying to do is not realistic. What they're trying to do is not in the best interest of the employees, and my manager, my immediate supervisor is a great manager, or supervisor, because she works. If you try to you have to pry the water hose out of her cold dead hand, because that's the only way it's ever gonna get. That's the only way that's gonna happen. So I went to the plant manager regarding a shift change and if there were any first shifts positions available, if I could be considered. And they looked at me and said, "Nope, never going to happen. That's not going to happen. I don't switch people." However, there were two individuals who were switched from third to second, and there were some circumstances behind that, but I understood why they switched their shifts. Another two individuals got switched from first to third, and I understand why they got switched. Another individual said, "Listen, I got to get on mornings, or else I don't want to leave here and whatnot. But it's getting to a point where I cannot do the shift." And there were certain circumstances behind that. So I understand that there are certain circumstances behind why people are switched from one shift to another. But he lied to me. This plant manager lied to me because they said that they don't switch people, but however, there's 5 instances in which that was done. And so I just basically got up and said, "Okay, then I'll assess my options elsewhere." And he said, "Yeah, go get another job because it's never going to happen." So one of my other coworkers, I said, "Come here," and my face just told it all. Like, that happens with me. So I said, "Come here." Just looked at him. Come here. So we went in the locker room and I explained what happened. And he said, "You know what? You want to talk to the first, you want to talk to somebody on first shift, see what the situation's like there, let them know what you can do, and maybe they'll keep an eye out for you." So I said, "Okay, that sounds like a rational course of action." So I then talked to another friend of mine on the floor, and then I talked to someone else who works in a different department, and I know them from that different department, and we talked every day, and so they were like, "You know what? That was very, very disrespectful. Like, that's not good." So I wanted to call him out on it and say, "Listen, that was very disrespectful what you said to how you said this to me. I'm not mad at the fact that you denied the request, because it is a request. But the way that you denied it and told me basically that it's never going to happen, it's far removed possibility, as if things don't happen, because situations do come up where, as in the 5 cases." So I wanted to just call him out on it, and then I talked to my immediate supervisor, the one that you got to pry the water hose from a cold dead hand, and she said that, "You know what, we have our disagreements and whatnot," and I basically disagreed with him, and I told him the truth. It was not disrespectful. It was very professional, and he couldn't handle it. And his boss was coming in that day, and needless to say, I'm pretty sure he probably got a nice ass chewing. But have you ever had a situation like this where you are coming to them as a civilized individual. There was someone recently who had a disagreement with the plant manager and just kind of came up out of a bag. And when they told me how this person was reacting to this, I'm like, yeah, that sounds just like him. and or the employee that sounded exactly like the employee. I could see, yeah, that's the employee. So, you know, it was really interesting to me today that, one, it really got me riled up, but after I kind of just talked it out a bit, I was able to just, you know, talk it over with my supervisor, and she said, you know, don't worry about it, because you know what, I've been here before him, and after he's gone, I'll still be here. Like, she's been there since probably out of high school, which is about like 9-10 years. So it's really, you know, something that, you know, that right now, when I go in tonight, you know, as always, I'll be respectful. But whatever respect that I had for that plant manager, what little survived, it didn't even fall from grace. It disappeared from grace. Like, Grace, who's Grace? That's more like it. More like the question. So have you had something like this with a supervisor? Did you do the opposite of what I did? Did you just blow up right there, or did you come back and blow up at him, or did you, did you ever what was your reaction in a similar situation? So comment below. Please rate, comment, subscribe. If I do have some playlists that I am currently doing, because I want to keep my workout videos separate from some of the other videos, but there's a list for them, and it's kind of for the fitness folk. But I also have some voter ID ones, which are really cool too. And back on subject, let me know what your situation was, you know, so that we can, kind of just converse about it. And have you been that boss? Have you been that boss that was just a complete dick to an employee? And what did you learn from it? Or did you learn anything at all? Have a great day, YouTube. I'll see you later.